and then bite 5. Got it? Take that as a yes. All right, welcome back to another Big Hours. We light the fuse to blow you right out of your chair here. Coming to you live from Studio G. It's the Steve Gruber Show. Glad you're here. It creates this enthusiasm about America, does it show? It has a triggering effect. We're live in all 50 states and around the world. A dirty job, and I'm ready to do it just for you. Thank you for being here. Here are 3 big things you need to know right now. Number 1, General Motors is joining with the UAW on the other side of the factories to embrace the policies of President Trump. It's a big move. Number 2, former Biden aide Neera Tanden now admitting she was among those given the power to use the auto pen. There were more. How can this stand? We'll get to all that. And number 3, we're watching the fragile peace in the Middle East between Iran and Israel. It was started about 24 hours ago. Then it was violated by Iran, and then Israel was going to respond in kind, and Donald Trump said, "Don't you dare." And Benjamin Netanyahu turned his fighter jets around. Don't you dare. You see, Donald Trump put it all on the line for Israel and Benjamin Netanyahu, pulverizing the Iranian nuclear program. There's still about 400 kilos of enriched uranium unaccounted for, however. Where it is, we'll find it. We do have the technology. We'll find it if it's out there. At least I would certainly hope so, because that is a wild card we do not want. But it seems that the world is ready to step forward. Today, as you know, Donald Trump is in the Netherlands. He'll be back sometime tonight, land on the South Lawn about 6:40 tonight when he gets back from Air Force One and is transported over by Marine One. But a remarkable comment that I played last hour that I want to play again from Mark Rutte. He's the man in charge of NATO. He is the former prime minister of the Netherlands as well. He said some remarkably nice things about Donald Trump and the position that the Western world is now in. Listen to this.
For too long, one ally, the United States, carried too much of the burden of that commitment. And that changes today. President Trump, dear Donald, you made this change possible. Your leadership on this has already produced $1 trillion in extra spending from European allies since 2016. And the decisions today will produce trillions more for our common defense to make us stronger and fairer by equalizing spending between America and America's allies.
Dear Donald, I mean, could it be any nicer? Could it be any more telling us that they support Donald Trump and what he did in Iran? $1 trillion. Remember when he went to NATO originally in his first term, and all the people on the left, oh, that's terrible. He's treating our allies terribly. No, he's holding them accountable to what they agreed to. They agreed to spend this money. And he's saying now is the time to ante up. Well, they've done it, and Mark Rutte says they'll be doing more of it, more money to be spent to defend against aggressors like Russia or Iran, and yes, China. These are the challenges we face. This is what's important. Now, while taking questions about everything that's going on with Iran, Marco Rubio got his hackles up. Marco Rubio, by the way, has proven to be maybe one of the most effective Secretary of States in his short stint so far. He is on point. He is unflappable. I see him on these Sunday shows. He fillets these alleged journalists who try to play gotcha with him, with gotcha questions and, oh, what about this, and throw that. He's unflappable. A guy who has come a long way since he stood on the stage in 2016, a guy who looks like he could now be a president or vice president. But when asked and pressed about Iran, here is what he said. This is important. Listen.
First of all, on the stuff about the intelligence, this is what a leaker is telling you the intelligence says. That's the game these people play. They read it, and then they go out and characterize it the way they want it characterized, and they're leakers. This is the game they play. So that's number one. Number two, here's a fact. The conversion facility, which you can't do a nuclear weapon without a conversion facility, We can't even find where it is, where it used to be on the map. You can't even find where it used to be because the whole thing is just blackened out. It's gone.
It's wiped out.
It's wiped out. Then we dropped 12 of the strongest bombs on the planet right down the hole in 2 places. Everything underneath that mountain is in bad shape. And I refer you to the statement of the IAEA, Mr. Grossi. You know what he said? He said there was Iran, the way it looked the day before the attack, and what their nuclear program looks like now. 2 very different things. They are way behind where they were just 7 days ago. Now, anything in the world can be rebuilt, but now we know where it is. And if they try to rebuild it, we'll have options there as well. But all this leaker stuff, these leakers are professional stabbers. That's what they are. They go out and they read this stuff, and then they tell you what it says against the law, but they characterize it for you in a way that's absolutely false. There's no way Iran comes to the table if somehow nothing had happened. This was complete and total obliteration. They're in bad shape. They are way behind today compared to where they were just 7 days ago because of what the president did.
Because of what this president has done. They're way behind where they were 7 days ago because of what this president has done. Leakers. You see, they leak it and then give their spin on it so they can impact the news cycle and impact what people think. And these garbage news networks will regurgitate the same talking points always of their leftist leaker friends. The idea that somehow we didn't do an effective job there. Well, I don't know what the fallout is. I'm waiting for the facts to come in. My understanding is the more satellite imagery they get, the more devastating the attack seems to have been. That's the intelligence I'm getting. But we'll keep collecting information to see how it turns out. So you heard in New York City, we talked about this just a few minutes ago. You heard in New York City, they have put through this Zohran Mamdani. Zohran Mamdani is going to be the mayor of New York City. Unbelievable. Eric Adams, far better than this guy. He's a socialist from Uganda and a Muslim. 24 years after 9/11. Remarkable. Meanwhile, though, in Congress, Jasmine Crockett is upset. She says her party is not ready for her kind of leadership. I, for one, am shocked. Listen to this.
Going to do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just
you just voted to do it.
Y'all did it first, so you don't want to talk about
voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification. Look at, calm down. Calm down.
No, because this is what y'all do. So I'm trying to get
Miss
clarification.
Crockett, you're not recognized. Miss
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your
And
yelling.
You don't want
calm
me to
down.
Be,
Can
no,
you please calm down?
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all
Please
talk
calm
noise,
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send
talk
outside to
shit
take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
gonna have a problem.
Mr.
Order.
Chairman.
Sorry.
Must be proud.
Okay.
Must be proud. I mean, honestly. There's Jasmine Crockett, the pride of the Democrat Party. She is a treat, isn't she? She is a treat. I'm going to have Governor Ron DeSantis weigh in on this Mamdani character here a little bit later in the program. You'll want to hear that. Coming up, though, we've got Simon Hankinson from the Senior Research Fellow at the Border Security Immigration Center at the Heritage Foundation. What's going on with the crackdown on illegals by the Supreme Court? Pretty important stuff. The Supreme Court siding with President Trump. We'll be right back.